previous case, we are using the two different kinds of node. One is nothing but a data node. Second one is called as an reference node. So normally in this method, we are going to have a node which has a three different fields. As I told in the previous slides, it has a three fields. The first one is the middle one is the data field. Next we have a link for left link and as for the right link. This links are used to hold the address of the childs. Okay, mean that the left link will hold the left child address and right link will hold the address of the right siblings. Okay. So if you look at this, okay, say for example, I have a and A is going to have a the child B, then B is going to have a child D, and as for the C, then and your D is having a right child, that is nothing but E, then E is going to have a I left child, and F is nothing but the right child of E, and this I is having a right child, that is nothing but the J, and if you look at this, okay, C, the C is having a left child. I'm going to write this one here. This is the left child of C, that is nothing but G. G is having a right child and as well as the left child. So that is nothing but K and as well as the H. Okay. So this is how we can able to, this particular tree is represented in the left child and right sibling representation this way. Okay. So that say for example, for any given node, if the right child is absent, so normally we used to store the null value in the link field. So the null value in the link field of a node represents that particular the child is absent in that. If you look at the first node, root node, the root node has only the left child. Okay, there is no your right child is absent here, that is empty. So that you have to put a null value in this. If you look at the node B here, so node B is having a both right child and the left child. So that these fields are used to hold the address of their children. Okay, so this is how we are going to represent the trees by using the left child and as well the right sibling representation. Suppose if you look at the leaves, say in this particular example, the leaves are J, K and as well the H here. Okay, mean that they have no childs at all. So that both the link field should be null. So when any of the link field holds the value null, it indicates that, okay, so that the childs are absent for that particular parent node. Means that if both the link field are null, we can say that is nothing but the terminal node or leaf node. Okay, so basically the trees are classified into two types. The first one is nothing but the general tree and second one is nothing but the binary tree. A general tree is one in which there is no restriction on the number of childs for a node in that particular tree. A node can have any number of children. Say for example, I have a node A and it has a right child and as well the left child. Say they are nothing but C and B respectively. Say for example, if you look at the node B, the node B is having a three childs, that is nothing but D, E and F. And also if you look at C, the C can have any number of childs. Say for example, I have G here. Okay, the G, let us assume that G is having a 4 childs. So that is nothing but I, J, K and L. Okay, so this is called as a general tree. There is no restriction on the number of the children for any given node here. Okay, if you look at A, the A has 2 children. If you look at B here, the B has 3 children, and C has only 1 children, but whereas G is going to have a 4 children here. Okay, such type of trees are called as an general trees. So one of the disadvantages of these general trees in the data structure is that it is very difficult for building a data structure by using the general trees, because it is very complex to keep the information such as which node has how many number of the childs here. Okay, so the representing or remembering those things is an overhead in case of the general tree. For that, we are going to make up the another kind of tree. It is a special tree that is called as an binary tree. So a binary tree, the name implies by means nothing but a 2. A binary tree is one in which every node can have a maximum of 2 children. A tree is said to be binary in which each and every node can have a maximum of 2 children. Okay, the maximum we can have a 2 children. Minimum is nothing but a 0. Okay, mean that the number of children for any node may be 0, or it may be 1, or it may be 2 in this binary trees here. Say for example, if you look at this particular example here, if you look at the root node, that is nothing but A, it has a 2 childs, and B also going to have a 2 child, whereas D is having a 2 child, but F is nothing but a terminal node here. And if you look at the G is having a only 1 child here. Okay, and all the leaf node in the binary trees are having the zero number of childs over there. Okay, so that's the way it is called as an binary tree, mean that at the most we can able to have only 2 children over there. Okay, so here in case of binary tree, the node which is present at the left side of the any given node is called as an left child, and the one which is at the right is called as an right child over there. So in this case we can call B is a left child of A, and A is nothing but the right child of A. And similarly G is left child of C, and whereas H is nothing but the right child of the C. If you look at these here, these examples here, I have 3 diagrams, A, B, and as well as the C. So these are all not the binary trees. If you look at this one, why they are not binary trees means, if you look at this one here, E is going to be the child of B and C. It is going to violate the definition of the binary trees. So that always a child should be a single parent of should be a single parent of any of the given node. So this particular example shows that okay, he is a child of B and as well as the C, so that this is not an binary tree. And looping is also not allowed in the binary trees. If you look at that one, so D is connected back to this B. So always D is nothing but the child of B, but B never be the child of D. Okay, so that this B, the second example is not is a non-binary tree, and even C also non-binary trees. So this shows that okay, see G is nothing but the child of B, but G is nothing but the child of D, or it cannot be. So that these are the example for the non-binary trees. Binary trees can be classified into 2 different types. First, look at the first method, that is nothing but the strictly binary tree. A strictly binary tree can be defined this way: a binary tree in which every node has either 2 or 0 number of children is called strictly binary tree. Mean that the node, all the internal nodes in the given binary tree should have 2 children. So, or it says that 0 number of children. Which are the nodes are going to have a 0 number of children? Only the terminal nodes, that is nothing but the leaves are going to have a 0 number of children over there. Means that strictly binary tree is one in which every node has either 2 or 0 number of children. Okay. This strictly binary tree is also called by the different name like full binary tree. This is another name for the strictly binary tree or a proper binary tree. Okay. So this is the one of the property of the strictly binary tree. In a given strictly binary tree, if there are n number of leaves, means that terminal nodes, always it contains 2n minus 1 nodes. Mean that in a given strictly binary tree, the total number of nodes in that given tree will be calculated by using this relation. That is nothing but 2n minus 1, where n is nothing but the number of leaves. If you look at this particular example, I have a leaf nodes I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. These are all nothing but the leaf nodes. How many leaf nodes we have? Here number of leaves is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. N is equal to 8. Then total number of nodes in this tree will be 2n minus 1. So that 2 into 8 minus 1, that is nothing but 16 minus 1, that is 15. Okay, total number of 15. If you count the number of nodes in this tree, you will get a value 15 here. So that 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So that total number of nodes will be 15 here. Okay, so this is the one of the property you must remember it. Okay. So in case of strictly binary tree with n leaves, always will have 2n minus 1 number of nodes. So next one is nothing but an complete binary tree. So complete binary tree is again it is a binary tree in which all the leaves are completely filled. All the leaves are completely filled except possibly the lowest one. Mean that which is filled from a left. Mean that in a complete binary tree, the maximum number of nodes for any given node is nothing but 2 and minimum is 1. But if a node has only one child, then that's supposed to be the left child of that particular node. So that is the definition of this complete binary tree. Means that a complete binary tree is similar to the full binary tree with two major differences. One is all the leaf element must lean towards the left, in the sense that suppose if for any given node, if there is only one child, that child should be the left child of that particular node. Okay. Then the last leaf element might not have a right sibling. Okay. So this is, if you look at this particular example, so this is the one of the valid example for this complete binary. If you look at A has two childs, that is B and C here. Okay, but B is going to have a D and E. Okay, so this is the one of the proper example for this complete binary tree. The binary tree is also called by another name, that is nothing but the perfect binary tree. So suppose if you look at this tree, we can see that it has two nodes for all the internal nodes except the leafy nodes. Say for example, this strictly binary tree, say for example, if I write the one more example, A is having a two childs, that is the word B and C, and we have a P node is having a two more child, that is nothing but D and E, where D is the left child and E is nothing but the right child of this, and I have a C, C is having only the left child. If you look at this tree, the node C is an internal node. The node C is an internal node, and it is not a leaf node. It is not an leaf node. It is not an terminal node, but it is an internal node. Although all the nodes on the same level here. Here we have a B and C which belong to the same level, and D, E, F are also belongs to the same level. That is nothing but it is level 0, and this is level 1, and as well this is level 2. But here the node C has only one child. Okay, the node C has only one child, which does not satisfy the definition of this full binary tree. So therefore, this is not an strictly binary tree, or this is not an fully binary tree. Okay, in case if it is a strictly binary tree or full binary tree, every internal node should have the two childs. Okay, but if you look at the C here, C has only one child. So this is not the example for the strictly binary tree. Okay, so this is the one of the example for the perfect binary tree. Now let us look at some of the examples here. I have a nodes one. This is having a right child and as well the left child. The two I call it as an 2 and 3, and I have the child for 2, that is nothing but they are nothing but 4 and 5, right and left child. And also if you look at this 3 is having a right child. Okay, just I wanted to know whether this particular example is a full binary tree or a complete binary tree. You just tell me, any one of you tell me which is the answer for this, whether it is a complete binary tree or a full binary tree. Anyone? Just I wanted to know whether it is a full binary tree or complete binary tree.
Sir, it's a full binary tree.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir, because it doesn't have right element and it has left that one.
Where? Okay, or justify your answer. You are saying that it's a full binary tree. Full binary tree says that okay, all the internal nodes should have a maximum number of two childs or minimum is one. If internal node has only one child, that should be the left side of that particular node. If you look at the 3 and 6 here, node 3 and 6 here, okay, this is violating the definition, right? All the
Yes, sir. Yes.
it is violating it. Is this 6 is nothing but the right child of the 3, right? So we cannot say that it is an example for the full binary tree. It is not an example for the full binary tree, and also it is not an complete binary tree. Why? According to the definition of the complete binary tree, all the internal nodes must have a two child. If you look at 3 here, so one child is missing, right? So that it is not a complete binary tree. Next, look at the another example. I have a root node 1 and it has a two childs, 2 and 3, and the 3 is having a left child 4 and right child 5 here in this case. Okay. Again, I wanted to know whether it is a full binary tree or complete binary tree. Which is the correct answer here? Whether it is a full binary tree or complete binary tree? This is an example for the full binary tree. And look at the another example. I'll remove this first one. I have a root node 1 it has left child 2, right child 3, and the 2 as left child 4. Okay, so just I wanted to differentiate whether it is a full binary tree or it is a complete binary tree. What is the answer? Whether it's a full binary tree or complete binary tree?
Sir, it is a complete binary tree.
Yes, you are right. It is a complete binary tree. And now let us look at the one more example. I have root node 1 and it has 2 childs. They are 2 and 3, and 2 is going to have 2 more child, that is nothing but 4 and as well as the 5. Which is the correct answer for this? Full binary tree or complete binary tree? What is that?
Sir, it is a full binary tree.
Full binary tree, sir.
Full binary tree, but actually it satisfies the definitions of all the statement of a full binary tree and complete binary tree, so that it is an example for both. Is it true? What full binary tree says? Every node all the internal nodes should have 2 children, right? So we have
Yes,
a 2 child for that. Okay, it has. And complete binary tree says that, okay, suppose if there is only one only one child for any of the internal node, it should be the left child. But that we are not at all coming across that kind of a statement here. So that it is an example for this full binary tree and as for the complete binary tree. Okay, now we have seen the different types of binary tree: strictly binary tree, complete binary tree, and 2 more methods. They are called as a left skewed binary tree and right skewed binary tree here. Okay, left skewed binary tree and right skewed binary tree refers to that at every level. I mean, in the sense that all the internal nodes are going to have only one child. That's all. All the internal nodes are going to have only one child. If a binary tree has only left subtrees, mean that left child. Say for example, if I take this example, I is nothing but the root node. Okay, I is the root node means what? It is having only the left child. Okay, that is nothing but H, and your right subtree is nothing but absent or empty, we call it as. Again, if you look at this particular internal node, it also has a one left child, and this I is also having a one left child. Mean that in any given tree, okay, if all the nodes are having only one left child, then that is called as an left skewed binary tree. And this right skewed binary tree is just opposite to the left skewed one. Okay, in case of right skewed binary tree, so each node has every node will have only one right child. So that is nothing but, so if you look at the I has a one right child H, and I is nothing but the right child of sorry, I can use the different name here. IH is repeating here. You can use say P Q like this. Okay. Okay, so Q is nothing but the right child of P, and I is nothing but the right child of Q, and H is nothing but the right child of I, so on. So this is an example for the right skewed binary tree. So these are the 4 different types of the binary trees. Okay, so you need to know some of the properties of the binary tree. So first property is nothing but this one. The statement of the first property says statement goes like this: in any binary tree, the maximum number of nodes on level L is 2 power of L. And level L is nothing but the 2 power of L. Okay. Say for example, if you look at this particular example, I have a binary tree. It has a 2 child. Okay, what is the level of this root node? Level of root node is always 0. The next level number is nothing but 1. It is level 2 and this is level 3. Okay, so this is the level numbers and you can able to calculate the number of nodes at each level. Okay, how do you calculate the number of each level? Say that at the level 0, the number of nodes will be equals to 1. I can able to write this one as 2 power of 0, right? And at level 2, level 1, the number of nodes are equal to 2. So that I can write this one as 2 power of 1. At level 2, I have a 4 nodes. The 4 can be written as powers of 2, that is 2 power of 2. At level 3, I have 8 nodes. So this is nothing but the powers of 3 and so on. Suppose if you have L number of levels, they are from levels are from 0 to L number of levels, so that you have n number of nodes. This n number of nodes can be calculated as 2 power of L. 2 power of L. Okay. So this is how we can able to prove that in any given binary tree, the maximum number of nodes on level L is 2 power of L, where L should be greater than or equals to the 0. This is the condition we are supposed to use. Say for example, if you are given a height level, okay, if you are given height level, and if you are asked to calculate the number of nodes in that ith level, you can able to calculate that one by using the 2 power of 5, where your I or L is nothing but 0 to it takes any value from 0 to L here. Okay, yeah, you can take any values over there. Suppose in this case, if I is equal to 2, I is equal to 2 power of 5, that is nothing but 2 power of 2, that is nothing but 4, so that you can able to see 4 nodes which belong to this particular level 2. So this is the first property. So that in this first property it says that the maximum of number of nodes on a level L is a L. Level L is 2 power of L. The second property goes like this. A statement goes like this: the maximum number of nodes possible in a binary tree of height h is 2 power of h minus 1. Height h is 2 power of h minus 1. So you know the definition of this term height. How do you define the height in a tree? How do you define a height?
Sir, it is the maximum length of the path between the root node and a leaf node.
Means that it is nothing but the maximum number of nodes that is possible in a path starting from the which node? Starting from the root node to a leaf node. Okay. The maximum number of nodes that is possible in a path starting from the root node to the leaf node. How do you define the depth of a tree? How do you define the depth of a tree? The maximum number of nodes that is possible in a path starting from the leaf node to a particular node. Leaf node to a particular node is called the depth of a tree. Okay, whereas root is calculated, height is calculated from the root node to the leaf node or any particular node, not only to the leaf node, any particular node. Okay, but whereas depth is calculated from the leaf node to a particular node here. Okay, so this is the difference. There should not be any confusion between this height and as well as the depth. Okay, the property 2 says that the maximum number of nodes possible in a binary tree of height h is 2 power of h minus 1. Okay, so we are supposed to prove that one. Say in the previous example, say if you look at this one, say for example, I have a root node, it has a 2 child. This is going to have a 2 more child. How do you calculate this one? The number of nodes in each level by using the level number 2 power of 0. The number of nodes at the level 1 is 2 power of 1. At this level 2 power of 2. At this level 2 power of 3 and so on. That is nothing but up to 2 power of L. Okay. How do you calculate the maximum number of nodes here in this case? So the maximum number of nodes n is nothing but the sum of all the nodes which belong to the different levels. Okay, so they are nothing but, okay, say 2 power of 0 plus 2 power of 1 plus 2 power of 2 and so on. Okay, up to 2 power of L. Okay, so that I can say that I can able to write this one in this summation format. That is written as n is equal to summation I is equal to 0 to, so that is the maximum level, L max. L max is nothing but the maximum. There may be say L max is equal to 5 or 6 or anything. Okay, I can write this one as a 2 power of L. Okay, so L max is what? L max is the maximum level of the tree. What is L max? L max is nothing but the maximum level of the tree. Okay, so by using the geometric series, okay, by using the formula of a geometric series, I can able to simplify this, or I can able to write this one as 2 power of L max plus 1 minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1. Okay, so this is using the geometric series. You have to, if you are, you can go through it. If you wanted to have more detail in this regarding this, you can able to refer to the any of the textbook about the geometric series. So after simplification, so that you will get 2 power of L max plus 1 minus 1, you will get it. Okay, but from the definition of height, we have the height h is equal to L max plus 1. Height is equal to L max plus 1. What is L max? L max is nothing but the maximum number of levels. Okay, say for example, if you look at this one here, the maximum, if L max is nothing but 3, in this example, L max equal to 3. But what is the height of the tree here? What is the height of the tree for this particular example? The number of nodes from the root node to the leaf node here. So if you take any path here, so that the height will be equals to 4, right? Here in this case, what is the height? Height is equal to 2 from this particular node. Okay, to reach this particular leaf node from the root node. Okay, which are the nodes I supposed to traverse? 1, 2, 3 and 4. You can able to take multiple paths are available here. Okay, in each path the height will be is nothing but a 4 in this case. Okay, so L max is nothing but 3 here in this case. What is the maximum level here? L max is nothing but 3. So that if L max is equal to 3, okay, what is the height? 3 plus 1, that is nothing but 4. It is true for this particular example. So that according to the definition of the height, so that the h is nothing but L max plus 1. Okay, so that the maximum number of nodes in the given binary tree will be equal to 2 power of what is L max plus 1 in terms of height, that is nothing but h minus 1. So hence it is proved. Even if you apply for this particular node, this example also, you will get involved. What is the maximum number of nodes in this case? If you count here, I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15 nodes will get in this example. If you know the height of the tree, you can able to calculate the number of nodes in this tree. So that 2 power of h minus 1. What is the h value? 4 here in this case. 2 power of 4 minus 1. That is nothing but 16 minus 1. This equals to 15. So that the maximum number of nodes in this particular tree is equal to 15. So hence it is proved. Okay, so that the maximum number of possible nodes in a binary tree of height h is equals to 2 power of h minus 1. We are talking about only the maximum number of nodes here. Okay, not the exact number of nodes over there. Okay, so this is about the property number 2. Next, we have the property number 3. The minimum number of nodes. The minimum number of nodes possible in a binary tree of height h is h. Height h is h only. Say for example, in a binary tree as the minimum number of nodes. If you say when we can say that binary tree as the minimum number of nodes, we say that the binary tree has the minimum number of nodes only if in each level we have a minimum number of nodes. How many minimum number of nodes we can have in each level? The minimum number of nodes possible at every level is only 1. Means that when every parent has only one child. Say for example, if you look at this particular node A, root node, if I have a root node A, okay, so at level 0, L0, I have a one node. Okay, just a minute. Level 0, okay, have only one node. Suppose say for example level 2, okay, how many minimum number of nodes I can able to have? The minimum number of nodes at level 2 I can have only one. Okay, only one means it may be a right child of A or it may be a left child of A. Say for example, I am taking B. B is nothing but the left child of A. Say for example, in the next level, level 3. How many minimum number of nodes I can have? At level 2, I have only one node. Okay. How many minimum number of nodes I can have at the level 3? Again, only one, because B is going to have only one child. Let us assume that B has a left child. Say for example C, and it goes like this. Okay. Means that in this case, okay, so that we have studied about, we have seen about the skewed binary trees. We have two types. Either it can be have a right skewed binary tree or the left skewed binary trees. Here, mean that if you wanted to find the minimum number of nodes possible in every binary tree of height, okay, so that at each and every parent should have only one child at all. Okay, so C can this tree can able to grow to the any level here. Okay, so this is the one example. Say for example, I have a node A. It has only one child. Say for example, B right child, and C is going to be the right child of this B, and D is going to be the right child of C. Okay, if you look at this one, it is a right skewed binary tree. So all the parents are going to have only one right child here. Okay, and another way you can able to say that, say A is going to have a right child, that is nothing but B. Let B is going to have another child, say that is nothing but C. It is a left child, and C can have only one child, that is nothing but right child. This can also grow like this. Okay, but we cannot be able to say whether it is a right skewed or a left skewed here. But it is going to satisfy our requirement over there. What is our requirement? A binary tree has the minimum number of nodes if each level has the minimum number of nodes. The minimum number of nodes possible at every level is only one when every parent has one child. Okay, this is satisfied by this example here. Okay, so here, okay. But in both the cases, what is the height of the tree? Suppose if you look at this one, what is the height of the tree? What is the height of the tree here? Height of the tree is nothing but 3 in this case, right? What is the height of the tree in this case? Height is nothing but 4. What is the height of this tree? Height of this tree is nothing but 4 again here in this case, right? For the first example, the height of the tree is 3. In this left skewed binary tree, how many nodes are there? 3 nodes are there, right? So that the minimum number of nodes possible in a binary tree of height h is h only, right? Number of nodes is not also 3 and height is also 3 here. If you look at the second example, height is 4 and the total number of nodes in this tree is also 4. Okay, so that it is going to satisfy this. Okay, and if you look at this, the third example, okay, the height is nothing but in this case height is nothing but 5. Height is 5. When the height is 5, the total number of nodes is also equals to the 5 in this case. So that I can say that the minimum number of nodes possible in a binary tree of height h is equal to h only. N minimum is equal to h. Hence it is proved here. So this property 3 is also the proved. Next we have a fourth property. The fourth property definition goes like this: for any non-empty binary tree, if n is the number of nodes, and e is the number of edges, then we have a relationship between the e and n, and it is given by n is equal to e plus 1. Mean that we can able to express the number of nodes in a non-empty binary tree is equals to summation of number of edges plus 1. So that is n is equal to e plus 1. Now let us see here how we can able to prove this. Okay, see. So number of nodes, I say number of node is represented by n. Number of edges, it is represented by e. And according to our definition, so total number of nodes in a binary tree will be equals to e plus 1. Let us look at say that n is equal to 1 in a given non-empty binary tree. Assume that there are only one binary tree. There are only one binary tree means how many number of edges will be there? There is no question of edges in this when n is equal to 1. Say for example, you have only one node in a binary tree means say this is supposed to be a. It may be it is a root node here. Okay, there is no edges. So that the number of edges e will be equals to 0 in this case. So in this case we say that according to that, so number of nodes is equal to 1. Yeah, that is n is equal to 1. and our E value will be 0 plus 1. Next, suppose number of nodes n is equal to 2. Let us assume that in a given binary tree we have 2 nodes. 2 nodes means there is a one parent and it may have one child. It may be a right child or it may be a left child. Let us assume that I have a node B here. Okay, so I have 2 nodes in the given binary tree. One is the root node, another is nothing but the left child. Okay, so that how many number of edges are there? How do you connect how many by using the how many number of edges you can able to connect the node B to the parent node A? That is one only. Okay, so according to the given definition, say total number of nodes will be equals to 2, but E is nothing but the number of edges, so that these 2 nodes are connected by using only one edges, so that E plus 1 is equal to 2, that is 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Similarly, if there are n 3 number of nodes are there, let us assume that 3 nodes are there. Okay, so if 3 nodes are there, say there may be a one parent node, that is the root node, and it may have a 2 child, say B and C. This is the one case. Another possible case, I can able to have A which has a right child B and B is going to have a left child C. Okay, so there are 3 nodes are there in a given binary tree, means it can able to take any of the form here. Okay, in any of the form here, how many edges are there? If you look at the first example, the number of edges here I have 2. Here also the nodes are connected by using the 2 edges, so that for n number of nodes, 3 number of nodes in a tree, the number of edges for connecting all will be required will be the 2. I say 3 is equal to E plus 1. E is nothing but 2 plus 1. That is nothing but 3. This again it is satisfied over there. And similarly, suppose if there are n dash number of nodes, according to the previous values here, what we have calculated, so that I can write a general equation for the n dash number of nodes. If there are n dash number of nodes, I require n dash minus 1 number of edges, so that I can say that n dash, that is nothing but total number of nodes, will be equals to a number of edges, that is nothing but n dash minus 1 plus 1. N dash minus 1 plus 1 here. Okay, now continuing with this, okay, so let the above true for this above true for any number of nodes, say n dash. It's true for any number of nodes n dash, so that you can say that n dash is equal to E dash plus 1. This is true for any number of nodes. Okay, n is equal to E plus 1 is true for any number of nodes. Suppose if n is n dash, then a particular node tree has a n dash number of nodes, then I can able to write that is equal to E dash plus 1. Suppose if you had one more node to the binary tree having a n dash, say for example, I have a binary tree, okay, with n dash number of nodes, here. Okay, suppose if I add one more node into this binary tree, then how my number of edges are going to be affected? The number of edges is also increased by 1 in this case. Say for example, I have a binary tree of this kind, it has a 3 node. So in this case, my n dash is equal to 3. Suppose if I had one more node to this, then total number of nodes is going to be 4. Say for example, I have a node D, I added to this existing tree, so D here over there. In the previous, if before adding the new node here, the number of edges will be equals to 2 in this case, right? When I had one more node here, my number of edges is also increased by 1. Now it becomes 3. If you look at for 4 nodes, so that is for n dash was 3. When I added one more node, the new total number of new nodes will be 4, and also the number of edges is also increased by 1. So thus what I can write here, n dash plus 1 n dash plus 1 equals to e dash plus 1 of plus 1. Okay. So this is what I have here. Okay, according to the given definition, I can write the equations for the n dash number of nodes. So n dash number of nodes for n dash number of nodes, I have this relationship n dash is equal to e dash plus 1. If I had one more node to that, number of edges is also increased by 1. So that I'll write this one as an e dash plus 1 and plus 1. Then I'll write this one as an n dash plus 1 is equal to n dash minus 1 n dash minus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, I'm going to replace the e dash values over there, where e dash is equal to n dash minus 1. According to this, e dash is equal to n dash minus 1 over there. So that what I'll get, n dash plus 1 is equal to n dash minus 1 plus 1 and minus 1 have, okay, and followed by plus 1, and this is going to satisfy the same formulas. Okay, so I'll write n dash plus 1 is equal to n dash plus 1. So now LHS is proved. Okay, so LHS is equals to RHS. So that this shows that, okay, so this shows that, so n is nothing but e plus 1. Okay, e plus 1 means that the relationship between the number of nodes in a given binary tree in terms of number of edges is given by n is equal to e plus 1. If there are e number of edges, then total number of nodes in that binary tree will be equals to e plus 1. Next, we have a fifth property. The fifth property, the definition of the fifth property goes like this. For any non-empty binary tree, non-empty binary tree, here T is taken means that we say that given tree is named as an T. Okay, that is what. For any non-empty binary tree, if n naught is the number of leaf nodes, n naught. What is n naught? N naught is nothing but the number of leaf nodes, and n2 is the number of internal nodes, whereas n2 is nothing but the number of internal nodes with the degree 2. With the degree, how do you define the degree of a node in a given tree? The degree of a given tree represents the number of children. Okay, suppose if we say that the node which has a degree equals to 2, in the sense that that particular node has a 2 children, or that particular node has a 2 childs. Okay, so suppose any given non-empty binary tree, if n naught is the number of leaf nodes, that is nothing but the nodes with degree is equal to 0, mean that they are the terminal nodes, and n2 is the number of internal nodes, mean that the nodes with the degree is equal to 2. Then we have this particular relation, that is n naught is equal to n2 plus 1, mean that it is possible for you to calculate the total number of leaf nodes by using the total number of internal nodes. Okay, so n naught is equal to n2 plus 1. Okay. So suppose we have a n number of nodes. Let us assume that we have a n number of nodes in a tree. This is n is nothing but the total number of nodes in a binary tree. N is the total number of nodes in a, I'll write in short BT. BT means binary tree. Okay, and I say Ni. This is the number of nodes having degree I. Ni means Ni represents, where suffix I represents number of nodes having degree I. Okay, in this case, since we are talking about the binary tree, so the high value should be within this range. What should be the I range? I should be greater than or equal to 0 and should be less than 2. Okay, this is what we require since we are talking about the binary tree. In case of binary tree, at the most we can able to have a 2 childs. Okay, so that I should be within this range. I should be greater than or equal to 0 or should be less than or equal to 2. Okay. In that case, how do you calculate the total number of nodes? The total number of nodes we can able to calculate as n is equal to n0 plus n1 plus n2. Okay, for any given binary tree, non-empty binary tree, the total number of nodes depending upon the total number of nodes depending upon the degree of the nodes in that tree can be calculated by using this equation. What is this? It says the number of nodes with 0 children. This says n0 is nothing but the number of nodes with 0 children. Means that they are nothing but the leaf nodes. Okay. Next, n1 is nothing but the number of nodes with only one child. Okay, it may be a right child or left child. Okay, we are least bothered about it, but we are going to count the number of nodes with only one child. Okay, then n2. This represents the number of nodes with 2 children. That is nothing but the degree 2. Okay, see, if E be the what is E in the previous property studied? E is nothing but the number of edges. E be the number of edges in the given binary tree. Then how do you calculate the total number of edges? How do you calculate the total number of edges? Suppose the total number of edges in a given binary tree can be calculated like this. We are going to multiply the number of nodes with 0 children with 0. Okay, say for example, you are given a binary tree, say A, you have a B, you have a C, and so on like this, and you have a D like this, D and E like this. Okay, say for example, this particular example n0, number of nodes with 0 children. Which are those? They are nothing but, I think this is n0, this is n0, and this is not. Okay, that is nothing but 3, right? How many number of edges are there for this? Because there are no children means there are no edges originated from these leafy nodes. So that's why it is nothing but the 2. And suppose this is plus number of edges. Next, the number of nodes with only one child. Say for example, if you look at this one, number of nodes with only one child in this case. How many we are going to have here in this case? Means that every node will have only one link. Say for example, if you look at this one, say for example, I have a B. Okay, D is another B dash is the another node. Okay, so that I have N1 here. N1 is nothing but B dash in this case. Okay, how many edges it is connected to D? That is only one. That is N1 into 1. Similarly, the number of nodes with degree 2 will be multiplied by 2. This will give the number of edges for the nodes with 2 children. Okay, so this is E is equal to N0 into 0 plus N1 into 1 plus N2 into 2. So that I'll write this one as, so N0 into 0 means what? This term becomes 0. I left with N1 plus 2N2. Okay, 2N2. So I'll call this one as an 1, equation 1, and I'll call this one as equation number 2. Okay, and I'll remove this. But from the previous property, we know that n is equal to E plus 1. I can able to calculate the number of nodes in a given binary tree by using the number of edges. So that is nothing but n is equal to e plus 1. I'll call this one as an 3. Okay, this is from the previous property. Okay, so now let's see what I have a equation. So that is nothing but e is equal to n1 plus 2n2. This is from the equation number the 2. This is the equation number 2. So I'll write this one as n, that is the 3 becomes n is equal to e plus 1. What is that e plus 1? So that is nothing but e plus 1. What is e? In this case n1 plus 2n2 plus 1. Okay, so this is nothing but the n value. So I'll call this one as an equation number the 4. Then after that, if you look at this one, I have the equation number 1. Okay, and I have a equation number 2 here. Okay, now equate these two. Total number of nodes can also be calculated by using this. I mean that by adding the number of nodes with 0 edges and number of nodes with 0 childs, number of nodes with 1 child and number of nodes with 2 child. Okay, this calculation also gives the total number of nodes in a binary tree. And also I can able to calculate the total number of nodes in a binary tree by using the number of edges. Okay, so that this becomes n1 plus 2n2 plus 1. So in both the cases, equation 1 and equation 4 also help me to calculate the total number of nodes. So that when I equate 1 and 2, equate 1 and 2 or from 1 and 4. Okay, so that what I'll get n0 plus n1 plus n2 is equal to n1 plus 2n2 plus 1 you will get. Okay, so what happens here? I have n1 and I have n1, these two get cancelled. Okay, then I left with I have 1 n2. Okay, so that it will be subtract on 2 n2. So that finally I left with n0 is equal to n2 plus 1. Now the property 5 is proved over there. Okay, mean that for any non-empty binary tree, if n0 is the number of leaf nodes with the degree 0 and n2 is the number of internal nodes with the degree 2, then n0 is equal to n2 plus 1. This says that the number of leaf nodes can be calculated by using the number of internal nodes with degree 2. Okay, so that is nothing but n0 is equal to n2 plus 1. So this is the property number 5. Next we have property number 6. The definition for the property number 6 goes like this. The height of a complete binary tree, with n number of nodes, is log to n plus 1, Okay, so now let's see how we can able to prove it. Let what is h? H be the height. Let h be the height of the complete binary tree. Okay, so for the complete binary tree, we can able to write the inequality as like this. Okay, so yeah, what is n? N is nothing but the total number of nodes. How do you calculate the total number of nodes in a binary tree? I can able to calculate the total number of nodes in a given binary tree by summing the number of nodes present at each level. Let us assume that my binary tree has a level 0 and it has a level 1 and so on, and level is equal to L. Okay, L number of levels here. In the previous example, I show that. Okay, so that total number of nodes in the level 0 can be calculated by 2 power of L. Is it right? In the previous property, we proved it. Okay, so how do you calculate the total number of nodes in the nodes at level 0? That is nothing but the 2 power of 0. So that 2 power of 0 plus number of nodes at the level 1 is nothing but 2 power of 1, and plus number of nodes at level 2, that is equals to 2 power of 2. This holds good for the complete binary tree. Okay, then 2 power of 3 and so on, 2 power of h minus 1. 2 power of h minus 1. Okay, h minus 1 means we are going to represent the maximum level by using the height, that is nothing but the h minus 1. Okay, so this equality can be written as 2 power of h minus 1. This I can able to simplify this one. Okay, then further simplification, so 2 power of h should be greater than or equals to n plus 1. Now what you have to do is you take a log on both the side, taking logarithm on both side. What we'll get? We'll get log of base 2 is nothing but 2 power of h is equal to log of base 2 is nothing but n plus 1. We are taking the log on both the sides, so that this side will be equals to h into log 2 of base 2 is equal to log base 2 of n plus 1. Okay, so that in this case this is equivalent to 1, so that I left with 1 into h, that is nothing but log 2 of n plus 1. Okay, so this is the proof. Okay, the height of a complete binary tree with n number of nodes is equals to log 2 n plus 1, so that h is equal to, I can able to calculate the height of a binary tree by using this relation. If I know the number of nodes in the given binary tree, so that height can be calculated by using this relation. So this is the property number 6. So next property is nothing but the 7. I am not going to prove this one. It is left to you. You just prove it yourself. Okay. So total number of this should be 1. 2n c of n. 2n c of n divided by n plus 1. Okay. This is what? This is a mistake is there. You just take this one as an 2n c of n. Okay. The total number of binary trees possible with n number of nodes. Mean that suppose if you are given a n number of nodes, okay, what are the possible way we can able to construct the binary trees? Okay, so that is calculated by means of this relationship. So c of 2 power of n c of n divided by n plus 1. Okay, so these many number of binary trees we can able to construct if you are given a n number of nodes. I am not going to prove this one. It is left to you. You just derive. If you are interested, you can able to derive these two. Okay, so these are the some of the properties of the binary trees. Okay, next class we'll discuss about the representation of the binary trees by using the arrays and so on. Okay, today I'm going to stop at this point.